Hey there! We're back with 20 more useless facts that everyone should know. These useless facts might not seem so useless after you've read through them. From random trivia about everyday life to surprising truths that you never knew, these facts are perfect for killing time. Let's get right into it. Pencils are yellow because of Chinese royalty. In the 1800s, the best graphite in the world came from China. The Americans wanted to give a tribute to the Chinese for the graphite used in their pencils. Yellow means royalty and respect in China, which is why the Americans manufactured their pencils in yellow. To this day, the default color for pencils is still yellow. The remote control was invented earlier than the television. 30 years before the first digital television, Nikola Tesla invented a teleautomaton that could control certain devices at a distance through radio waves. His first remote-controlled device was a remote-controlled boat in 1898. Since then, people adapted the wired remote for television. However, due to injuries, they developed it further to be a wireless remote, which also makes it easier to use and less likely to get caught on something. While mostly being obsolete, standard CDs are always 74 minutes long. Sony and Philips set the standard CD length in 1980 as 74 minutes based on Beethoven's Ninth Symphony. The executives decided that the standard CD should be able to fit the Ninth Symphony, giving it a 74-minute length. Do you still use CDs? What about this random fact? Amazon box sizes aren't just random. Sometimes, Amazon ships small items in big boxes. However, it's not a mistake or a random fluke. Amazon has an algorithm for shipping which decides how all items should fit together. This algorithm is why you may sometimes receive a huge box for little items. It prevents the items from sliding around and colliding with each other. Maps sometimes have fake places to prevent plagiarism. Plagiarism can be hard to avoid for mapmakers. After all, what should they do? Invent new places? You'd be surprised to know some mapmakers do just that. Cartographers can add wrong streets, fake towns, or other landmarks to prove whether a competitor mapmaker is copying their work. Bet you never thought of that. Here's a really interesting fact. The three most popular Western names in China are Jesus Christ, Richard Nixon, and Elvis Presley. What an interesting choice of personalities. In Vermont, there's one cow for every 3.8 people. You may have read that the cow-to-person ratio in Vermont is 10-1, but it's actually not true. E.T. Phone Home. A chain smoker voiced E.T. Pat Welsh was an American actress who voiced E.T. The trademark rasp of E.T.'s voice is due to Welsh being a heavy smoker. However, she was uncredited in the film. Are you ready to be grossed out? Well, the average belly button has 67 species of bacteria. Your mom wasn't playing around when she told you to clean your belly button. According to research, the belly button is a rainforest of bacteria, with even previously unknown bacteria found in the 60 participants' navels. Sharing is caring. There's an island that France and Spain take turns owning every 6 months. From February till July, the Pheasant Island is under the governance of Spain, while in August to January, it is governed by France. It was said that Einstein couldn't speak fluently until he was 9 years old. The validity of this claim is contested, but the medical term for late talkers is still called the Einstein syndrome. It was coined by social theorist Thomas Sowell to describe children who develop speech later than normal. Who lives in a pineapple under the sea? A sponge can reconstruct itself in hours. If you force a live sponge through a mesh screen, it will rearrange itself after a few hours. Over 10,000 Coca-Cola drinks are consumed per second worldwide. The 10,000 drinks per second includes other Coca-Cola products such as Fanta, Dr. Pepper, Sprite, and other Coke varieties. Every second, over 2 million emails are sent. For each second on the internet, 9.4 websites are created, 3 million Google searches are done, and 672 people search for adult websites. In the history of boxing, only 4 men have been knocked out within the first 11 seconds of the match. The fastest knockout was from a 1947 match between Mike Collins and Pat Brownson. Collins was able to knock Brownson out with the first punch only 4 seconds after the first bell. Did you know that a coin toss isn't 50-50? The next time you're trying to decide something, a coin toss may not be the best idea. Typically, the chances for a coin toss is 51 to 49, not 50 to 50. If you flip a coin, there's a 51% chance it will land on the side that it started on. Japan has 23 vending machines per person. This ratio is the same per capita. Japan has the highest amount of vending machines in the world. Putting sugar on a cut will make it heal faster. Pour some sugar on top of the wound and wrap it with a bandage. The granules of the sugar crystals will absorb any moisture that bacteria thrive on. There are 7 different types of twins. Apart from the well-known identical and fraternal types of twins, there are 5 more. These include half-identical, mirror image, mixed, chromosome, and superfecundation and superfetation. Are you any of these? For our 20th useless fact, the plastic tips of shoelaces are called aglets. These tips can also be made of metal. Its purpose is to help make the lace easier to hold when running through the holes of the shoes. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this video of 20 useless facts. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And who knows, maybe you'll learn something you can use one day. See ya!